this quote that we just love. We don't actually know if Morgan Freeman is the author of this quote, but it's just because I disagree with you does not mean I hate you.
It really, sparked for us so much of what we've been seeing in the, we're going to call it noise on social media. This binary approach to you're wrong and I'm right. This situation is wrong or this situation is right. There is this polarizing faction that's happening in our rhetoric that we just are super concerned about.
It is that it becomes that thing that because you have a different opinion about whatever religion, money, politics, it doesn't matter, that somehow I don't like you because you have a different opinion than me. And I think that's the part of the fallout from this binary thinking that we just don't like.
Yeah, wherever it started, politics, an outcrop of the pandemic, we're not quite sure. We just know that the frequency and the rhetoric and the real harm I think that it's creating to people's sense of safety and well-being problematic.
Yeah. And I think that part of the place that you can do is there we have our own mindsets. And the only thing I can actually control when I'm in these sorts of situations with people is how I respond to it. Right. And so that's the place where we're super curious and trying to help people to shift so that it doesn't become this binary thinking, but there may be something really interesting or good in what this other person is saying to you, even if you don't agree with all of it.
One of the things that we've been talking with folks about, we're dealing with this inside their organization because, of course, whatever happens out there spills into how we're being together inside the workplace, is to really, instead of separating yourself from the difference or the thing that feels hard or you don't understand, is actually to step toward it, to try to understand what that other perspective is about. And once you understand more about that other person's point of view,
Yeah.
world experience, their way of viewing things, look for what you can honor in that human. It might be their passion, it might be the way they're thinking about it. You don't have to agree with them, but we're asking you to find the understanding of that human's perspective.
We call it the 2% truth. Just find, as Deb just said a second ago, it's like just find that 2% of truth. There may be something in that that you do agree with, and there may be just something in the way that this person is so passionate about it that you actually agree with that passion and you can acknowledge that passion. So play with 2% truth. Just see what happens.
Yeah, we've written more about this in our upcoming newsletter, so you can follow along there if you'd like at humanityworks.com. Or, just practice 2% truth when you're sitting around the conference table, an online call, or that Thanksgiving table.
All right. Have fun with it.